I'm Will McEwen. I'm Managing Director and co-founder of Frontier International Agri, a company based here in Adelaide. We focus primarily on the export of cattle out of Northern Australia to Asian markets, Indonesia, Vietnam and China. We initially engaged Magnetic Alliance from the very beginning as a startup, and we've continued to use them through our whole 5-year life. So in terms of our growth, we did 35 million in the first year, we did 130 in the second year, 175 in the third year, and F17 did about 190, and then the year just gone we did 214. What's enabled us to do that with confidence is that we've got the right processes and the right systems in place, and part of establishing them is what we got support and assistance from Magnetic Alliance. So once we got the infrastructure right, then you get the confidence to grow from that base. We built up a trust, particularly with the people, with Mark and Jack. Jack was with me on the first day we started. It was just the two of us to begin with. That included a lot of work around sales and establishing our position within the market, being a newco. It's really a high-risk industry with lots of challenges. When we first started, shipping was very scarce, and as a new company, we had to get access to shipping and able to deliver our product. So it was a very testing time to begin with. We worked closely with Magnetic Alliance to negotiate and ultimately secure a term charter with the largest livestock carrier in the world. We've had a number of challenges across the 5 years, but probably the critical time for our business was sort of the middle of 2016, and we had some issues with the southern business with respect to the compliance framework, and there was a lot of change at an industry level around compliance, but also the performance financially of that business unit and the competitive structure of that part of the industry. And we had to work through quite an intense process. Had to deal with staff as part of a closure of one of our business units, had to deal with the government as part of the compliance process, had to deal with our key shareholder as part of, getting some stability around that, getting their confidence. They're quite distinctly different set of skills and experiences to cover all those areas, and we were able to lean on and get the support of Magnetic Alliance for all parts of that. We don't use any other third-party consultant or partner in the same fashion we do with Magnetic Alliance. It's been a valuable part of the partnership to be able to have that third-party advice, perspective to help see the whole picture instead of getting caught on just the day-to-day issues. From my experience working with other, the PWCs or the bigger players in previous roles, I think the benefit we get from Magnetic Alliance is I don't quite know the right words, but it's a more personal, more direct, more practical, and probably a broader spectrum of support. I think there's such importance in getting the basics right when you first start your business, and that can be quite daunting to a startup business. And if you've got the opportunity to engage Magnetic Alliance, who have got the experience and skills to provide the framework and assistance to do that, you can not only do it, more efficiently, but also the structure can be far more conducive to growth. Where the value of Magnetic Alliance would have been hard to replace is in our first 12 months of operation when we had really intensive support. I think without that, I'm sure we would not be where we are now in terms of revenue and size of business, because that the initial 12 months was so critical for a number of reasons to get to where we are today in year 5. Magnetic Alliance understands our business because they were involved from the beginning, so we get a natural advantage to be able to continue to engage Magnetic Alliance as our business evolves and changes, and you get that sort of, that knowledge accumulates within Magnetic Alliance, and that can keep being leveraged to help us as a business grow.